Hi guys, good evening. I was asked to make this video. I guess this was in regards to my last Instagram post. So I posted some work from my students who are amazing, but they were making bowls. And we made bowls of varying depth, such as this one and this one. You can see one is much flatter than the other. And we made them all using the simple styrofoam bowl. So I guess the question was, how do you make bowls that are shallower than the form itself? And it's really simple, so I'm gonna jump right into it. So what you will need is a slab of clay, a little bit of cling wrap, something to cut it out with, and if you're so inclined, a sponge to make it smooth, look nice in the end. Okay, so all I do for this is, and this is the obvious part, right? So I cut out my slab, I cut out that circle. Okay, that was more difficult than it had to be. Here we go. Okay, got a circle. I personally would smooth it at this point. This is the back side of my slab. It's actually going to be the bottom of the bowl. And it looks like the top right now, but it's going to be the bottom. Okay, so make it nice and smooth. And I take care of that bottom edge right now, just because it's easier to do than to have to like sand it down later. And I put the cling right on top of that. I put the bowl right on top of that. And I just flip it over. Let's see. Sorry, messy desk. A couple of projects underway. Here we go. Okay. Flip it right over. Rest it nicely in the middle on top of your bowl. Do the other side of the edge. Okay. And then you press it down as much as you want. So obviously if you're going to press it down all the way, it's going to assume the shape of this bottom, and you're going to have a nice flat bottom and a deep bowl, right? But say what happens if you don't want to do that, right? If you want a bowl that is kind of shallow, but you don't want it to be like all like rocky either. So what do? So you press it in as much as you want to, or as little. Okay? So say it looks like this, right? Fairly shallow. It is not reaching the bottom of the bowl at all. It's barely depressed, maybe like an inch. And you're actually going to walk away from this for, I don't know, about like an hour or two, until it really sets enough that it's kind of stiff. So I actually made one before for the training purposes. Okay, so then you come back to it, and this bowl is, it's still, you know, it's soft. I mean, it's leather hard, but it's like you can move the walls, but it's maintaining its shape. It's perfectly round on the bottom, so that would be a problem. All you do is you just dump it on the table a couple of times. See how I'm keeping my thumbs in here to just kind of maintain that wall, because you don't want the wall to collapse on you. You know, you don't want the wall to flatten out. You want it to stay up, but you want it to start developing a nice flat bottom. And that's it. Literally, now it has a flat bottom, and it's not as deep as the original slump mold. Does that make sense? So all you did was just push it in as much or as little as you want, walk away from it, let it set a little bit, then come back, take it out of its form, and thump it on the table a couple of times to just give it a little bit of a bottom. That's it. That's the whole trick. If you have any questions, write me in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them as quickly as I can. And in the meantime, I'll go back and I'll start working on my new mug project, which is going to be a Spiritus Sancti mug, which is a really fancy, rare plant. That's pretty cool. Have a great evening, everybody. Take care. Bye.